matter where we start, up or down. It don't matter to me.
Let's sit down in easy pose.
And then count to 15 and then start.
Okay.
Easy on the wall again, right?
Oh, please, yes. I've been yogiing for half an hour. Good morning, I'm Teresa. This is Dennis. We're just going to do a morning stretch. Nothing fancy, no props required. Just your breath and yourself. Sit in easy pose and take some deep breaths here. And feel the ground. It's got you. Just relax into this and breathe deep here. 3 long breaths. And set an intention for your yoga today. Let's be mindful of our breath. Each inhale and exhale, let's try to keep it the same length. And allow each inhale and exhale to grow. Now, you can extend your left arm out onto the mat and come up high with your right arm and just take a gentle stretch over to your left. And breathe. Now bring it back to the center. Take your right arm to the mat and come up high with your left arm, just a gentle stretch to the right. Let's wake everything up this morning. Come back to center. Turn toward the front of your mat. Come on to all fours. We're going to open up our wrists this morning. We're going to begin with our knees hip width apart, and we're going to go forward and take our sit bones back towards our heels and just feel the weight pass over our wrist and gently wake them up. Be mindful of how things feel. If you feel a sharp pain while we're doing yoga today, please stop. Anytime we feel a sharp pain, it's reminding us to get to know our body again and to be where we are and allow each stretch to grow as it can for us. Let's turn our hands out towards the sides of our mat. Our hands will be close together this time, and we're going to come in 2 circles to the right. And 2 circles to the left. Yoga allows us to get to know our bodies again and to honor it and allow it to grow. Bring your hands back towards your knees and bring them closer to your knees this time. And we're going to get a gentle stretch as we go back with our sit bones towards our heels and allow our hands to gently come off the mat. And then go back down. Let's do 5 of these. Reminding ourselves any sharp feelings we get, let's not go any further. Let's take our body to its limit and go from there. 1 more. Now let's return to tabletop. We're going to start today with some cat-cow flows. We're going to begin with the deep inhale, reach our gaze towards the sky. And with an exhale, we're going to flex our spines. Inhale, roll towards the sky. Let's do 5 of these and allow our breath to lead us. Now we're going to do a balancing tabletop. We're going to extend our right leg out, followed by our left leg, our left arm, excuse me. And then we're going to set up here, take a deep breath. And then we're going to crunch, 5 crunches. 1, 2, 3, deep breaths, 4, 5. Good job. Reset. Now we're going to kick our left leg out. Remember to keep your hips in correct alignment here. Point your toes towards the mat, followed by your right hand out. Set up here. Take a deep breath. And crunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Now you can shake your hips left to right. Push back to hero's pose. Let's come off our wrist for a minute. Let's do some reverse here. Come back into tabletop. We're going to come up high with our right hand and thread the needle. Come down on your right ear and extend your left forearm out. Kick your left leg towards the sky here. Breathe in and out. One more deep breath. Reset to the mat. Push up high. Remind yourself to move like you love yourself. Now come up high with your left arm and bring it to the mat. Once you get set up here, extend your right leg out and breathe deep into this. One more deep breath here. Reset to the mat. Extend your hands out a little further. Curl your toes under, and then we're going to meet in downward dog. Push your sit bones towards the sky and pedal it out here. Take 2 deep breaths. And let's take baby steps to the front of our mat, all the way to our hands. Your feet are hip width apart, forward fold. This is more about decompressing the back and letting it go, and breathe deep here. And straddle your arms and go left to right if that feels good. Be where you are today and allow your yoga to grow. Come up halfway, your gaze is forward. Drop it back down. Fold your knees in and put your belly towards your knees and come up strong. Tadasana, mountain pose. And breathe in and out. In and out. Let's remind ourselves of the intent we set for our yoga today and be mindful of our breath. Now we're going to take our left foot towards the front of the mat and our right foot towards the back and set up for our first warrior one. Once you have 2 parallel lines, you'll come up high and reach towards the sky. Your sit bones will go towards the mat. And you're going to breathe deep here. In and out. Now we're going to open up, take our right arm towards the back, open up to warrior 2. Your right foot will be parallel to the back of the mat. Your left arm and your gaze is over your left shoulder. Your left leg is at a 90-degree angle. If you can see your big toe on the inner side of your left leg, you're set up correctly. If not, just go a little wider. Take your left arm to the ground and come up high with your right. And breathe. Now come down, frame your foot. We're going to kick our left foot back to high plank. And we're going to set up for our first chaturanga and vinyasa. We're going to come down halfway, push back up. Then we're going to come down and count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up halfway, cobra. Then we're going to take our legs as wide as the yoga mat and come into a variation of Sphinx pose. Your elbows will be under your shoulders, and we're just going to come up and stretch our lower lumbar. And if it feels good to you, you can push up to seal pose here. But if that's not for you, you can stay here in Sphinx like me and breathe deep into this. Dennis should be in seal pose now. I remain down. It just doesn't feel good for my body. And we breathe deep. In and out. Come back to the mat. Bring your hands back to your shoulders. Curl your toes under. Push up, high plank. Push back up to downward dog. And pedal it out. Good job. Extend your left foot down. Kick your right foot towards the sky. Breathe deep here. Curl your right knee in towards you. Extend it over to your left side. Come up over your right pinky, your right fingertips, and your gaze is under your right shoulder. Great hip opener here. And breathe deep here. One more deep breath. Reset to the mat and pedal it out. Now we're going to meet at the front of our mat in forward fold. You can take baby steps or a big hop. You decide. And breathe. Come up halfway. Drop it back down. Fold your knees in and come up strong. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Breathe deep here like you love yourself. And remind yourself your breath keeps you in the present moment each time. And keeps your mind from wandering from future to past. Let's set up on the right side. Take your left foot back. We're going to come up to high warrior. Good job. Come back down to the mat. Bring your left foot up a little bit, and we're going to come back up into our pyramid and keep a micro bend in your right knee as you fold down towards your knee. Now we're going to spider lunge to the right side. Our right leg will be bent and our left leg will be out strong. You can flex your foot left or right if that feels good. You can stay up high if that feels good, or you can come down low. Now we're going to come back to the front of our mat. Fold our leg out long. Spider lunge to the right. And breathe deep. You windshield wiper your toes. Always keep your toes pointing towards your knees and breathe. Now we're just going to bring ourselves up to on our foot, and we're going to set up for lizard lunge on the left side. Take your left leg out long, and if it feels good to you, you can roll out on your right foot. Come on the outer edge of it. Come down on your forearms. And breathe deep into this. Great hip opener here. You can stack your hands. You can come down. And breathe. Breathe deep. One more deep breath here. Push up high. Extend your right knee back. Tabletop. Take your hands over to the right. You can extend your left foot up. Set up for lizard on the left side. Move like you love yourself today. Someone once told me it takes 100 days to create a good foundation. Think of putting the seed in the ground and watering it and watching it grow and harvesting it. It takes 100 days. We can all have a beautiful foundation and beautiful things if we allow yoga to become one of them. Do yoga for 100 days and it's yours forever. You'll have a beautiful foundation and it'll always be yours. Push back up on your right hand. Take your left foot back. Switch your hips left to right. We're going to push back up, meet in downward dog. Good job. Pedal it out. 2 long breaths here. Plant our right foot down. Extend our left foot towards the sky. 3-legged dog. We're going to bend our left knee in. Extend it over to the right side this time. Come up on our left fingertips and our gaze will be under our left shoulder. Reset your foot back to the earth and pedal it out. Good job. Now we're going to take baby steps or one big hop to the front of the mat. And come up, forward fold. Come up halfway and come up strong. Good job. Now we're going to turn to the outer edges of our mat, the side of our mat, and we're going to set up for our variation of tree pose. Everybody's tree looks different. And be where you are today and allow your tree to go. We're going to start on the right side. Bring your right knee in. Keep a micro bend in your left leg. And you can begin with your hands out by your side to help with your balance. Take your right foot up. When you're ready, you can be on the ground here. You can be here or here. Don't allow. And if you're wobbly like me this morning, be where you are today and allow your tree to grow. Once you have your tree, you can push your outer edges of your right knee out. This will keep proper alignment in your hip and you can breathe deep into this. And with each breath, you can remind yourself, you got this. Breathe in and out. You can take this off the mat with you today and know that you can make great decisions just by trusting yourself a little more. And you got this. Breathe one more deep breath. Bring your right knee into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And set it back to the mat. Pedal it out here. Then we're going to take it to the left leg up. Whenever you're ready. And notice how each side feels a little different. Sometimes our tree feels like a weeping willow. Sometimes it feels like a strong oak. Let's breathe deep here. In and out. Be where you are today and find peace within that. Let's find something to have gratitude for today in our lives and give thanks for that. When we hold one positive thought for 17 seconds, another one follows. It's easy as that. You have control of your day. Breathe in and out. It's up to us to make those choices to smile. Go up high. Take your left leg up. Squeeze it in. Good job. Take it back down. Now we're going to turn towards the front of our mat. Come up high. Then we're going to take it all the way to down, forward fold. Let go. You can pedal it out here or shake left to right. And breathe. Come up halfway. And we're going to take our hands to the mat. You can take baby steps to the back or one big hop. And we're going to meet in high plank. Let's take our time getting to the mat on the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Your toes are pointing towards the mat. We're going to push back our knees as wide as the mat and our toes to touch. We're going to push back to child's pose, Balasana. And breathe deep here like you love yourself. In and out. We're going to set up on our backs for some cool down stuff. Come up on your fingertips. You can take your knees to one side and your legs, feet to the other, and come onto your backs. We're going to come into a seated forward fold first, and then we'll come down. Let's stretch it out here. Keep a micro bend in your knees and come down. Be where you are. If you can't reach your toes this morning, it's okay, just hover. With each inhale and exhale, allow your stretch to grow deep into come up strong, reset, take your hands out forward. Engage your core and come down to your backs. Now fold your knees into your chest and give yourself a big hug. And remind yourself of your intention you show that you made for your yoga practice today. It can be as simple as I just want to smile more today. Take your feet out long. Bring your right knee in. Put your right foot just above your left knee, and we're going to fold it in. Your shin will be parallel with the mat. And then we're going to thread the needle here. Your hands will go in and grab your left quad, and you'll pull it back towards you. Give it a gentle tug. You can go left to right here and massage that lower lumbar, or you can stay still. Be where you are. Your body will tell you what you need. Each time you show up for yourself to the mat, you build strength in your body so that when you pick yourself up off the ground each day, you feel the difference. And it honors us in how we walk through our day. Take your left leg back to the mat and reset. Take your right leg out long. Now come in with your left foot. Extend it right above your right knee and come up strong. Let's keep our feet pointing towards our knee to keep proper alignment in our left knee. Anytime we're worried about our knee, always think of your toes pointing towards your knee to make sure that rotation doesn't get uneasy. Breathe deep here. Kick your right leg out long. Good job. Bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Take your feet out long. Now we're going to set up for a little core work. You can roll over and get on your hands, or you can keep your hands down by your side. Be where you want to be. Keep both feet up towards the sky like we're writing with a pencil. We're going to draw 5 circles to the right, 5 to the left, and I'll lead us. 1, 2, 3. Nice big circles. Great job. 4. Breathe deep here. 5. Stop at the top. Go left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Fold your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Reset your spine. Take a deep breath here. We're going to take our feet to the mat and we're going to set up for bridge pose, Sadhu Bandha Sarvangasana. Take your heels to the mat. You should be able to reach out and touch your heels if you wanted to. We're going to push down towards our hands and our heels and engage our core and push up with our breath. Go up. We're going to hold this for 5 deep breaths here and breathe. You can interlace your hands behind your back if that feels good. Engage your core deep here. And breathe like you love yourself. Now we're going to take our hands apart and take them above our heads. Come up onto your tippy toes. Then we're going to roll down from the top of our spine and feel that extra gentle massage going down. And take our sit bones to the earth while we remain on our tippy toes. Take our feet to the mat. Bring our hands back to touch by our sides. Now you can windshield wiper your knees from left to right. Drop them down to the left. Take your arms out wide. You can take your top of your left hand and extend it over to your right knee and give it a gentle extra tug to the left. Your gaze is going to be over your right shoulder. And we're going to breathe like we love ourselves. Think of something that you've had angst for, and I want you to breathe in peace for it and exhale love for it. It can be as easy as that. Just let it go. It takes less energy to love something than it does to not. Breathe deep. Take your left hand underneath your left knee and return it to center. Give yourself a big hug. Reset your spine. Then drop your knees over to your right side. Move mindfully so that we don't pull anything in our lower back. Your gaze is going to be over your left arm. Your right hand will be extended above your left knee. These twists are amazing for the digestive tract. They massage our inner organs. Breathe deep here. In and out. And let's remind ourselves, if we're being mindful of our breath today, and take just as long of an inhale as we do an exhale and allow it to grow. Take your right hand underneath your knee and bring it back to center. Reset your spine. Now we're going to set up for corpse pose, Savasana. Take your feet out as wide as your yoga mat. Windshield wiper your toes left to right. Take your hands down by your side, open them up towards the sky so you can receive your many gifts for showing up to the mat today. And if this is your first day to yoga, you just planted your seed. Allow your yoga to grow. And give it 100 days. What's 100 days of your life to create a good foundation? Every person needs a good foundation to raise a good family. Breathe in and out. Let your toes come into stillness. Let your legs come into stillness. Close your eyes here and breathe deep. Think of that one thing that you are so grateful for today and give thanks for that. Breathe in deep. And remember, your breath has always got you and it keeps you in your present moment. Bring your hands together in prayer, either to your heart or to your third eye. The inner light in me honors and respects the light in you. Thank you for showing up to the mat today. Namaste. You can remain here as long as your day allows and focus on your breath. I planted a seed.